So if the guy has a low body count and he wants his significant other to also have a low body count, I can understand that. But if you have a really high body count and you want your girl to have like one, then... Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Real and Relatable podcast. I'm Ma.
I'm AJ.
And before we get started, please remember to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. So before we get into this episode, I do want to put a disclaimer out there. It's really irritating that we have to do disclaimers, but I'm going to have to do it anyways. So this episode is going to be talking about the giggity or things around that. So, I was actually really kind of nervous about doing this episode. Not that we're going to be talking about not like we're going to go into detailed things about it, but I just feel
very
like
salacious information, right?
Yeah, it's just that when it comes to this topic, I feel like anytime women talk about it, they get so much hate online.
Okay.
And they automatically get called a 403, which is... Yeah, you know what that is.
We know what all that is.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, we are grown women.
We are.
And it's okay to talk about this topic. And I just feel like there's not a lot of information about this subject out there in general.
Well, you really don't hear a woman's point of view, right?
Well, because everyone's so afraid to talk about it because they're afraid that
of being shamed.
Yes, right?
Yes.
But there is no disclaimer. It's just, you know what? Keep your opinions to yourself.
Go on, girl. Go on, girl.
I'm kidding. No, but judge-free zone. And this doesn't imply anything about me or AJ.
Yeah.
Nor does it say anything about anyone else at all.
These are just strictly opinions and for entertainment value.
Yeah. Well, kind of, sort of. Fine, you can judge, whatever, do whatever you want. Anyways, let's get into it.
Yes, so, the nitty gritty.
Does the number of sexual partners matter to you for your significant other?
No, it does not really.
Wait, I framed that wrong. That's completely wrong. Okay, does the number of sexual partners matter to you when it comes to your significant other?
Not really.
Okay.
I feel like I'm gonna want someone who's experienced in bed, and who's gonna be a little confident and knows what he's doing in bed.
Okay.
So I'm hoping that he has had some experience. I think I would be weary though if he was to tell me, or people have come up to me and be like, your man is a 304 or whatever, right? Or 403.
Either one, interchangeable. Okay.
403.
Okay.
And be weary of him. Maybe then at that point I might be like, oh, he has a reputation, right?
Yeah.
That precedes himself, that you might be wondering, like, okay, are you a conquest? Are you not? Are you just another notch, another number? Like some of those insecure questions will come in, definitely,
Yeah. I mean, so it also doesn't matter to me up to a certain point.
Okay. So what's your like, is there a limit? Do you have a number? Like
No.
What's the lucky number?
No. Okay. So I don't have a number where I'm like, oh my God. I mean, I would prefer someone that doesn't have double digits, but
we are in an age where we're older and they might be meeting people that many times.
Yeah.
And it's going to be in the double digits and might be in the double digits, 12, 13, 45.
Girl, those are really big difference.
Those are.
I guess most of the time, I don't really know. I don't really have a number because I don't ask either.
Yeah.
I don't ask, but I do know the people that I've been with. I do know their number, kind of.
Okay.
But we're young, so I mean, those numbers are not double digits, right?
Yeah.
So those numbers would not be. If
anything, we were dating other people who were inexperienced.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, I'm sure that's not the case now, but in our generation,
yeah.
But I guess it matters to me more so, like, like in the span of when this happened.
Yeah.
So like if you were in long-term relationships, like one after another, but then you have a really high number
Body count.
then it makes me question like, where are you getting these body counts from? If you've been in long-term relationships, like, are you like the minute you break up, all of a sudden it's like bam, 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 and then get into a relationship?
Yeah.
Because it's kind of dirty. Or did you like were in a long-term relationship, you broke up, and then that's where your numbers came from? I would be a little wary.
Yeah.
Just depending on what it is. But I think if the guy I knew, like his was like in his 20s.
Okay.
When he was like in college, doing college things.
Was it double digits?
I don't really know what the number is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't really know because he didn't know.
Oh, he didn't know.
Or like I think he had a rough estimate.
Okay. Did he give you that rough estimate?
No.
Okay.
He didn't. No, he didn't. He did it, and I didn't pry.
Okay.
Yeah, like I didn't really pry. I didn't really care, because he was, I don't know. He didn't seem like he continued that kind of lifestyle.
Okay.
Anymore.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So yes, no. So no, it doesn't matter, and yes, it matters. I feel like that didn't really answer the question.
No, but I think that's correct too, because like, okay, I don't know about you, but for me, I feel that like if you are going to tell me you have a high number, like the double digits, right? Okay. I mean, I would start wondering, okay, like, well, then how safe are you? How healthy are you? Yeah. Like, do you actually do examinations, like, because I don't want to pick up an STD. Like that's the real fact. Right. And so I would be worried about that aspect of it.
Yeah, but there's things that they test in men that they don't, that they test in women, but they don't test in men.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. Or you can ask for the full panel from your doctor, right? Yeah. That will get all the other ones that they don't do on a standard test.
Yeah.
You can ask for that. But I do remember dating a guy who told me that every 6 months he actually did do tests.
Oh, okay.
Just to make sure that he was safe. Okay. And that was because he was picking up girls all the time. And that
now,
was
did
like
he say that because
20s.
It's true, or did he say that because that's what he thinks you want to hear?
No,
okay.
I think the reason why is because he works in a tourist industry, right? So he was meeting lots of single women. They were out there for their bachelorette parties. They're out there for their birthdays. They're out there for mini celebrations, right? Vacation.
People just getting buck wild. Huh?
Exactly. So, he was meeting all these available women.
Yeah.
And he was sleeping with them. And so I questioned him as a partner, and I said to him, hey, I'm concerned that you may have a high number. We never talked about the numbers, but just the way he explained his type of lifestyle he had at the time, I was kind of concerned. And I said, I just want to know if you're safe,
Yeah.
And he said, actually, I just got done taking a test. And he was like, I always take a test every 6 months because I am sleeping with women.
Oh, okay.
Various women. And I was like, oh, okay. Like that was a really good, honest answer from a man,
Did you see the test results?
No, I didn't see the test results.
Okay. So you just trusted his.
Yeah, I trusted him.
Okay.
But at least he was honest in stating that, right?
Well, at least you would hope that he's being honest.
Exactly.
About it, right?
I mean, yeah.
Right. I mean, that's all you can do is hope that they're being truthful. Right?
Yeah.
Have you asked any of your exes in the past
about their numbers?
About what their number is?
Yeah. Yes, I have asked them straight out.
Yeah.
But it was when we were younger too. So the numbers they did give me were low numbers, like within
two. Yeah.
Within the palm of their hands, like the fingers, like about, 3 or 4, that would be the highest.
Yeah.
Right. But that would be it,
That's true. I will, same thing. When I was younger, I did ask.
Okay.
But when we were younger, it was 1 or 2. Right?
Yeah.
It was like 1 or 2 or 0, right? And so then they would ask you in return, right?
Yes,
and
yes.
it would be the same, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so I think it didn't. it was really no point of asking at that point.
Well, I mean, I think it's always safe, right?
Yeah,
like, because then it really brings up the conversation of like, are you safe? Are you healthy?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So let's exclude when we were younger, because I feel like we grew up in a different generation. We grew up culturally also different from most people, where it's very shunned upon to engage in the giggity
Extracurricular activities.
Yeah. So I think we grew up differently. So let's exclude being young.
Okay.
Let's just say later in life, in our 30s. I guess I can't really count 30s either.
Or even right now, right?
Okay, yeah.
I was still in the single scene about a few years ago.
Okay. Do guys usually ask you for your number?
My number? No, they don't ask me for my number. But they do ask like my partners in regards to like relationship wise. So I think they get a sense of like how many partners I've been with.
You mean how many exes you have?
Yeah, exes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they ask you how many relationships you have.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, like boyfriend and girlfriend relationship.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they just go off of that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm not going to clarify for them.
Oh, okay. All right.
Will you clarify for them?
Yeah, I think later in life, I didn't get asked either.
Okay.
But they also, the one that I'm still friends with, he kind of made the point of, well, why would it matter? He goes, is it like 100? I'm like, no. He goes, then why do I care?
So you guys have had a conversation.
Yeah.
So how did that initiate?
Oh, because I was curious.
Oh, okay.
I was curious.
All right.
Because, he was talking about his wild 20s. So I was like, ooh. I was like, all right. So I'm like, so what is yours? And then he's like, he goes, I don't really know, but he goes, it's not ridiculous, but it's not like low either.
Yeah.
So he didn't really give me a number.
Okay.
And so I made the comment, are you gonna ask me for mine?
Yeah.
And he goes, no. He goes, I don't care. It's what you did in the past, just like mine is in the past. He goes, what matters now is you and me now.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right. I just feel like you feel that way because yours is a ridiculous number. And you don't want to know, and you don't care to disclose yours, so you don't want to ask either. But aside from him, I mean, I don't know. Aside from him, I guess no one really asked. And
I don't think men particularly ask. Like even my boyfriend doesn't really ask.
This is just what I'm seeing online. Okay, in real life, I don't get asked, but they do all those street interviews and they're like, oh, like, does body count matter?
Okay,
right?
Yeah,
and the guys who answer are always like, yes, it matters, right?
Yeah,
but that's online. In reality, I feel like the people that we meet, it's not a conversation.
Yeah. So something's not aligning.
Yeah.
Right?
Unless they just think that we're prudes and they don't need to ask.
I don't know. I think, first of all, I think it's an egotistical thing. Like maybe the men would admit it, but when you're in your significant other and partner together, I don't think they really want to know about how many partners you have had, because that's going to hurt their ego. Like, I think they're willing to say it.
Oh my God. Do you remember that conversation we had with that dumbass guy?
Which one?
At
the serval?
At your and Cash's apartment.
Yes.
And we were talking about body count.
Correct.
And he was getting all up in arms because he goes, yes, body count matters. I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm like, so let's just use your current girlfriend as an example. Like, you guys been together for 2 to 3 years. I was like, what if you found out that her number is like 50?
Yeah.
He goes, I would dump her right away. I was like,
please.
Seriously?
He goes, none of she's been that good in bed. Okay?
Yeah.
Because I think she's had 50 partners.
Yeah.
She's pretty good.
Yeah. But he goes, yeah, I would dump her. I'm like, so you don't love her? He goes, he goes, no, I do love her, but why would she have such a high number? She doesn't love herself. I was like, that has nothing to do with her loving herself. Okay, for some situations it does, but for most situations it has nothing to do with that.
Everybody has different sex drives.
And so remember we kept going back and forth
yes, I remember this conversation.
Because he was just like all up in arms, like, oh no, numbers matter. I'm like, no, it's because it's because you're insecure and you see women as objects, and you're a misogynistic asshole, and that's why it matters to you. And then,
but does it really matter to him? I feel like
he said it did.
I feel like a lot of men are just regurgitating whatever they're hearing that's out there in the manosphere.
He said it did, and he said that he did ask her for her number before they started dating.
Okay.
Yeah, he said that he did ask her for her number and before they started dating, and that's why he dated her, because she didn't have a high body count.
Number.
Right?
Yeah.
I was like, all right. I'm like,
but she could have lied.
I was like, she could have lied. And he goes, no, she would tell me the truth. I'm like, all right.
Not really.
So have you ever lied?
Have I ever lied?
Yeah.
I don't need to lie. I think
yeah,
I don't think my number is all that big, and I don't think anybody really cares about their significant other's high number unless it's something that's still affecting them in their current relationship.
But don't you think that it would affect them if it was really high?
No, I don't think so. Okay, so do you know that there was a story about that David So had spoken about, and he stated about how he said that him and his friends knew of this girl who ended up with one of their buddies.
Okay,
and this buddy had been out of town for a long time. Okay. He used to kick in the area, and then he came back and moved back. But when he moved back, he met this one girl that everybody around town already slept with. Okay. And so she had a high number count, supposedly. And he ended up marrying her, and they had a really good life. Now, of course, him and his friends and everybody from that neighborhood were like, oh, we should tell him she has a high number and who she is and her big number, who she really is. But then he also struggled with the dude's really happy, and it looks like her and his relationship is going great.
Oh, David So saying that.
Yeah. Okay. And it's not like she's going around still sleeping with dudes,
Yeah.
That was a pastime, and now she's totally with him and she's happy, and they're monogamous.
She's loyal, committed.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's not like she's still side eyeing other people, Yeah. So he says that she's happy. So his conundrum was like, should I tell my boy? Should I tell my friend? That she has a high body count.
Yeah.
And would he care? I don't think guys are gonna care. Really, because in the end, if they have the woman and she's loyal to them, in the end, he's going to be happy that he ended up with her, because their sex life is probably really good. I'm saying, if you're experienced as an experienced woman, you're not going to be just laying there. You know what I'm saying? You're actually going to want to enjoy having sex with your partner,
I think you're incorrect on saying that guys don't care about the number. I think certain population of men do care.
Yeah.
I think the population of men that we date don't care.
That's probably
Can I say that?
That's probably why I avoid them.
Yeah. I was like, can I say that? I'm like, I think that's true.
But I mean, is that really okay? There are certain guys that are out there, and they are.
I think what it comes down to, so in that situation, I think what it comes down to is, and I've been told this again, same guy, the one that I'm friends with. So we were watching this movie called Dougie Doogie. It was a basketball movie, anyways.
Okay.
And so they go to this basketball. There's a scene where they go to this basketball. She's with this girl.
Yeah.
Right. And he kind of gets into a confrontation with the opposing team, and the guy kind of steps up to him. It was like, I already hit that.
Yeah.
And so then of course he gets pissed, and he's like, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me that was your ex, or that you were kicking it with him or whatever it was? And so I asked the guy, I'm like, does that matter to you? He goes, look, he goes, it doesn't matter to me, but what matters to me is that you put me in that situation. Like if you know you're gonna go in and encounter your ex, you need to give me you need to give me warning, so I am not caught off guard.
Yeah,
and so that when he says shit like that to me, I don't have this shock.
Yeah,
right?
I'm not shocked.
Yeah, he goes, I know how to respond to that situation.
Exactly.
I was like, well, you don't gotta worry about that. I don't think you can run into anybody. But he goes, because that's what it really is because now he's throwing it in my face, like, ha ha, you know, and I'm over here in the dark. I don't know. Yeah. And now it does feel like a ha ha at me because I don't know.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
So I think in that situation, yes, it could be hurtful to him. But he said, aside from that, it wouldn't be, it's not a big deal. Yeah. It's only if like I'm saying,
that's why it affects them, right? Yeah. Impacts them somehow. Like if it comes back and haunts them. Yeah. Right. While they're in the relationship. Like I think like, for instance, David So's friend, right? If he did go and talk to him about it, the boy might be a little caught off guard, right? Yeah. I mean, we don't know what their relationship is. She might have told him before they became serious. But let's just say that
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, yeah. Let's assume. That,
I'm just thinking probably not.
Yeah, let's assume that she didn't tell him, right? Yeah. And then David So and their friends went up to him and told him, "Hey, you know, like, do you know that your girl used to be like the girl that was being passed around with every guy?" Yeah. Like, I think he might have been shocked. He might be shocked. But I don't think he's going to end that relationship with her. I don't think he's going to like do anything drastic that will compromise their relationship. I think he might be like, why didn't you prepare me and why didn't you tell me about your history? But I think that's as far as it goes. I don't think any man's going to leave.
He would probably be really hurt. It would probably be
that's an ego thing though, right? I mean, seriously.
Yeah. I feel like it's more so, okay, so if I'm thinking about it in reverse, so if I dated somebody and everyone around me knew that he has slept with all of these girls, and I'm over here in the dark, and everyone, and let's say you came and told me, like, hey, just so you know, he was community D like 3 years ago, I would feel like everybody's just been laughing and pointing at me.
But I feel like us women,
3 years.
It's a different take though. I feel like it's a little bit. I feel like I don't know.
I feel like they still would feel like, oh, well then everyone over here is just basically laughing and pointing at me because, you know, I was in the dark. I didn't know.
Yeah,
you know?
I think. But the thing is, like, I don't.
You know what? You know what it comes down to? This is what it comes down to. Yeah. They're happy. Leave them the fuck alone. Okay?
Exactly.
That's what it comes down to. Okay? What happened in the past is none of your damn business. I know you may still reminisce about your time with her probably or whatever it is. And maybe that hurts your feelings that she didn't pick you. I don't know what it is. But they're happy now. Leave them alone.
I agree.
I think that's what it really comes down to.
I agree. And that's why I feel like the men are not they're not gonna mess that up. Right? If they know that they can be with her and they're happy, they're not going to care. You know, it's just another man who's trying to either, what's the word that they would say, cock block him or make him feel terrible about his choice. That's about it. You know, but us women, I feel like if we do hear a higher number, we might get hurt. It might be digger. It might be digging something a little bit more deeper for us.
I don't think that would hurt me. I would be like, that's why he's good.
Well, yeah, but then you would wonder if you're just another notch on his, right? Or
not if we're dating.
Now you're dating? Okay.
No. If we're dating, no, I wouldn't think that.
Okay.
I would just be
so if he became, like, for instance, a very honest person, of course, and was very monogamous.
It matters how you are with me. Okay. Are you loyal to me? Are you committed to me? Yeah. Do you treat me well? Yeah. Like, you're not over here liking other bitches on Instagram's photos and you're not out here DMing people and stuff like that. Yeah. Like, are you loyal to me? What matters is how you are to me. Yeah. Right?
Are you still very present with me?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, all those other jealous females can just be jealous.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, maybe once upon a time you fucked him, but you ain't fucking him now. So, like, I swear, like a sailor, I swear. Because what matters is now, and not not then. I think that's why it doesn't matter to me. Yes, it would make me a little wary in the beginning. But as the relationship progresses, it's all about how you treat me.
Exactly.
Is what matters.
And how you're handling it and everything like that. And how honest you are, right?
Yeah. And I don't know why, not the guys we apparently meet, but I don't know why the internet is so, or the guys on the internet are just so caught up with body count when they're the ones adding to the body count. It's like, oh, you want a very demure, very innocent woman, but you also want to fuck everything that moves.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So it's like, okay, so which one do you want?
Yeah.
You either want the demure, you either want her to be demure, innocent, pure, and you go and fuck dudes, then fine. Do that. But you don't want that either.
You're on social media too much.
I know. I know, but that's the question. It's like, okay, fine. You want a girl who's innocent.
Yeah.
But then
a lady in the streets.
Yes. But you also want to go and fuck every girl out there.
Yeah, a lady in the sheets or a freak in the sheets.
Right.
Yeah.
So then
that was
like,
the song.
You can't have both.
Yeah.
Right? So you have to be okay with one or the other.
I mean, the reality is that, you know, you can't be going over here. I mean, unless you want to engage in that type of behavior where you're going around and hitting on prostitutes or ladies of the night and you're getting it. And then you want someone very pure, you know, at going home to, then, okay, that's your dual life, right?
Yeah.
But if you're actually wanting something healthy, I'm thinking generally to be a person who's very healthy, like with their sexual development and everything like that, you're going to have somebody who's also been in relationships that have had sex, right? Yeah. And they are also very body positive or either like they've experienced sex. And so they feel comfortable, right? Yeah. Not like uncomfortable, but comfortable with themselves. That's how you're going to really enjoy each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I feel like we spent a lot of time on this whole body count thing. So when it comes down to it, no, it doesn't matter. It matters how she is to you. It matters how he is to you.
Yeah.
Like, you know, whichever gender you decide.
In reality, the body count's not going to matter, you know, unless it starts affecting you in regards to like people coming up to you and talking to you about it.
You know what? And if it does, if it does affect you, you need to do some internal work as to why it affects you so much. Like,
exactly.
Like, I was like, okay, well, why you put so much value in that, but you don't put the same value in yourself?
Like, like even the guy that I was seeing, you know, when he told me that he was sleeping with various women, and every 6 months he went in and he had himself checked. Not once did I go, oh my God, like, you know, your body count is too much for me. I don't think I can handle it. I'm going to walk away from this. I was like, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool that you're also taking care of your body so that your partners, the future partners that you plan to have, you know, sex with is still very like healthy. Like you guys are still wanting to be very healthy, you know, you're not bringing diseases, you know, spreading diseases. Yeah. And so I'm just like, that's very responsible and that's very mature.
Yeah.
You know?
I think you and me are very like, I think you and me are on one side of this debate.
Spectrum.
Because I did have this conversation with one of our mutual friends, and she goes, she goes, you know, actually body count does matter to her.
Why?
Because she doesn't want him out here hoeing. But
that was before her, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It matters to her.
Oh my, so she wants a virgin.
No. No, she doesn't. She doesn't want a virgin, but she also doesn't want somebody with a high body count because her perception is mine isn't high, so I don't want my partner to be high either. Like I want him to be selective about the people he's intimate with. Okay. I want him to, you know, be more thoughtful about the people he's intimate with.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? That's a good point.
Well, I think like if you're looking for long-term partners, possibly.
Well, we all are looking for long-term partners.
I mean, if you're just kind of, you know, checking out the scene. That's
No.
why you have a body count. Come on. You can't be sleeping. You can't be having monogamous relationships weekly, right?
Well, that's for people who with high body counts.
No, they can have multiple partners at one time if they want to.
Right. Those are people with high body counts.
Yeah, exactly. High body. That's what I'm saying. Is that? But then, if you are trying to want somebody who is a little bit more like monogamous long term,
some people,
yeah,
fall in love very quickly. Okay,
Yeah.
just like in the show Love Is Blind. You notice how fast they drop that L word. Okay, they be loving everybody.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Be babying everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
They be babying everybody. It's like you'd be surprised how fast people fall in love. Okay,
yeah, okay.
I didn't mean to do that in quotes. I didn't mean to do that in quotes.
We know how love is nowadays.
I didn't mean to do that in quotes. But yeah, you don't realize how fast people fall in love, and they get this really intense feeling, and and they think that they're in love. So they're like, oh yeah, I'm in love, and how else to show that I love him other than to consummate our relationship. I don't know, but yes, there are women that do care also, because I think that's more so in relation to like their personal body count.
Okay.
Like if I think, at least with this friend, it was more so, well, I don't have a high number, so I don't want him to have a high number.
Okay.
So I do understand that argument as well.
Yeah.
So I would understand the argument with the guys as well. So if the guy has a low body count and he wants his significant other to also have a low body count, fine. I can understand that. For whatever reason that it is that you have. But if you have a really high body count and you want your girl to have like one, then that's just ridiculous. I think that's just
really misogynistic.
I feel like you're just setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah, exactly.
But I was going to ask you, because I talked about Love Is Blind. So, Love Is Blind.
Okay.
They're in this intense pod for like a couple of days, and then they propose, and then they go, I don't know why I keep doing that. They propose, and then they go away on a trip.
Yeah.
Right. And typically when they're on this tropical trip, they are intimate, and usually it's, only a day or two of knowing each other.
Yeah, a day or two of like actually seeing each other face to face, right?
Yes.
Because they've talking to each other in the pods for some time though.
But my question is, do you have a timeline that you set for yourself of when you're going to be intimate with somebody? Because you do?
Sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my set limit is usually like we have to do like 4 to 5 dates.
Oh, okay.
Maybe 5, 6 to 7 dates in, before I feel comfortable enough.
Oh,
that's because I'm older now and I've dated enough that I feel comfortable enough.
Yeah.
But if you were to ask me when I was in my 20s, I would have been like, until we are like boyfriend and girlfriend, and
but that makes sense.
In after boyfriend and girlfriend, that
makes sense though when we were younger.
Yeah. But like as a now mature woman, I would feel either A, safe, or either B, like also like this is actually a good relationship. I'm feeling like this is very healthy and I'm feeling very secure with this person. I'm going to let my guards down and I might be able to be vulnerable with them.
Oh, okay.
So it might be 5 dates in, 6 dates in, but by that point, it's usually, we're also hanging out for a long time too.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're having 30-minute dates, we're actually hanging out for like either half a day or either like.
So you're really going based off of chemistry and how you feel.
Correct. Yeah.
And more so if you're vulnerable around them. I think I'm the same way. I go based off of how I feel. I don't think I necessarily set a timeline.
Yeah.
Of when I'm supposed to be intimate with somebody.
Yeah.
I think it's more so like, does he make me feel safe? It's more so that.
Yeah.
I think it really just comes down to, do I feel safe with this person?
Correct.
Do I feel like I can be vulnerable with this person?
Correct.
And if any of those boxes are missed, it's a no.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time those boxes are missed. because they're like creepy or like weird or like I just know the relationship isn't, or I just know that it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
There's no point of wasting my time with that. So that's also why, like I said earlier, what it comes down to at the end of the day is how you treat me.
Yeah.
And that really should be your biggest concern as well. Like as a guy, your biggest concern should be how she is with you. Is she loyal? Is she honest? Is she good to you?
Yeah.
Like, why does all this other stuff matter?
Yeah.
You know, maybe she's going through her hoe phase and she's got it all out of her system, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like you can't fault people for growing up.
Yeah.
You know, because that's what you're doing. You're growing up.
Exactly.
And you're going to make mistakes. And you can't fault them. Can't fault everybody for all of their mistakes all the time.
Yeah.
Unless, you know, you continue to make the mistakes over and over. Then that's different. That's a different story.
Well, yeah. And I feel like we don't... Okay, definitely there might be judgments. I'm not going to lie.
People are always going to judge you no matter what. That's also why I think growing up, it was really important for me to keep my numbers low because it was just not that I feel like I still feel that judgment on me.
Yeah.
Like even though the people I meet don't care, I still have this trauma from like, oh no, you're not a good person if you have a high body count. You know, as much as I try to like push it away and be like, you know what, society isn't like that anymore. I don't live in that world anymore.
Yeah.
A tiny part of me still of that still exists in me.
Yeah, but okay, so you have a little bit of that
Yeah.
But is there another part of you where you're like, I do want to experience?
No.
Okay. Well then,
I don't know. I told the girlfriends when we were on our girls trip, I was like, you know, I kind of feel sad that I never had a hoe phase. And they're like, you still can. I'm like, no, girl.
You still can. Oh, you still can.
No.
Yeah.
They're like the only person that's holding you back is you.
Exactly.
I'm like, exactly. It is. It is me because, like I said, I still hold that part of it with me.
Yeah, because you're still a prude.
Yeah. I know. Blame our culture. Okay. Blame the way we grew up. Okay. The shame that they put on us. Okay. That I can't seem to let that go yet, even though I'm a grown ass woman making grown ass decisions, paying my own damn bills. I still feel that pressure. So that's my own fault. And now I don't know. Like,
does that make you seem like okay? Because that's a very interesting aspect, right? Is that you want to carry this type of like
I don't want
value?
I don't want to. I don't know how to get rid of it.
Okay, but what does it mean to you? What does it signify? Is it because of perfection? Like, are you wanting perfection?
No.
Are you wanting to seem perfect? Or like, why are you kind of obsessed with it having a low body number?
I feel like it's just been ingrained in me as a value. Okay, I use that correctly. I feel like it's been ingrained in me that that's my value, and that's what a lot of these jerks, you know, internet jerks say. It's like, oh, it's your value, right?
Yeah,
and that's kind of been what's ingrained in me.
Okay.
And it's hard to lose that, just like a lot of other things that I can't.
Yeah.
That's how I grew up, and that's what. That's just. It's hard to let go. You know, it's hard to let go of that.
It was really easy for me.
Yeah. You're like, bye.
Nope, I'm good. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just feel like it is my own doing.
Yeah.
It is my own doing. I know that.
Okay.
And not that I feel like I would have less value. I know that.
But okay, let's say you met another girl.
Yeah.
You know, and she had a high body count.
Yeah.
And you knew she did.
Yeah, do you, boo-boo?
Okay, so you would be proud of her.
Yeah.
Or you'd be cool.
I don't care.
Okay. So you met another girl who had a very low body count and she says she wants to stick with having that low body count.
Okay.
You'd be okay. Okay.
Yeah. Like I don't see any I don't see any difference for other people. It's just when it comes to me.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with anything else. I don't care what you do with your life. I'm not living it. I'm not living your life. You're living your own life. I don't care. But it's just me.
Yeah.
I'm just judging myself, and I'm just putting these harsh values on myself. I mean, I don't want to bring up my ex. I always blame my ex. I feel like it's always his fault. But I feel like, because I was with him for so long, I feel like, he put a lot of emphasis on it.
On body count.
Yes.
Okay.
And he put a lot of emphasis on and saying things about how body count, a woman's body count matters, and it's their value, and whether they're a good person or not. And I feel like I still kind of carry that with me.
Oh, girl.
Yeah. So I mean,
shed that.
So like I said, it's nobody else. Like I don't care. I don't judge. But when it comes to me, I judge.
Because you're still hearing him in the back of your head.
Yes.
I think that's why. You're still hearing him judge you as you continue to attempt to be different.
Yes.
I think that's it.
Because I hear him judge me, and I feel like people like him will also judge me.
But he doesn't even matter. He's not even part of your life.
He doesn't matter. But I don't know why it matters. It just matters.
Therefore, that means those other people don't matter, Ma.
I know.
Let's help you out, girl.
I know. Like, it shouldn't matter. And like my friend said, my guy friend said, he goes, it does. He's like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because I have had this conversation with him before, and he goes, it doesn't matter. He's like, it's about you. Like, you need to know that
that's a real man.
That you are a good person. That your body count isn't who you are.
Yeah,
And I was like, yeah. And he goes, and you don't have nothing to be ashamed of. I was like, I don't know.
You're carrying all this shame for nothing.
I was like, I don't have anything to be ashamed of, but I don't know.
Everybody, let's help her shed that. Shed that out.
I know. That's why the girls that's why my friends were on when we were on that trip. They're like, girl, just go and have your whole thing.
Yeah.
I just can't. But plus, with the way the dating world is now, I don't want to anyways. But
while we sage your house, we'll sage your entity.
I know.
Let it go.
I know.
But that's a very interesting aspect. I do feel like a lot of the indirect messaging that we do get from people that we really cared about in our past still affect us now and still impact us now. And we have to learn to unlearn that,
Yeah, that's
it's a hard thing.
It's a work in progress.
It is. Yeah. I think the reason why I ran towards it was probably rebellion, because it was probably so much shame. I'm wild at heart.
You're like, it's just my rebellious nature.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with anything else.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm going to prove you wrong. Let's watch. Hold my drink.
For as petty as I am, I'm surprised I'm not like that too.
Yeah, you should. Let's run together.
Yeah. No, don't take me out on this journey. Okay. But anyways, let's wrap it up here.
Yeah, good stuff.
I hope this was informational, kind of, especially for young girls. I feel like don't be me, and don't let other people's words affect who you are, what you know who you are.
We should cheer you on.
Yeah.
After this episode, quietly.
Yeah, no. I mean, we're not trying to give advice. That's not what we're doing here. But just based off of my experience, don't be me. Just like in our other episode, I said, don't make my mistakes. Don't make my mistakes.
Yes.
But the conclusion is, it doesn't matter, guys.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter to anybody. And if it does matter, I think you need to think about why it matters. Just like how I have to think about why it matters to me.
Yes. I agree. Dig deep, guys. Yeah, dig deep. Yeah. Just like she'll be doing. Why is she still shackled to something that she's no longer shackled to?
I know.
Right? So why are you holding on to numbers that really don't matter when in the end, when you're with the significant other, it's about you and them. It's not about
Yeah.
what they did in the past or anything like that.
Yeah, so we will be defending ourselves in the comment section from this episode.
Whatever. If you guys agree, just say we agree. Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you guys did, maybe we'll do more episodes in the future in this similar category.
Yeah.
And I don't know, drop a comment and let us know if there is other things in this category that you would want us to talk about as well.
Yeah.
Other than that, thank you for joining us today. We will see you in another episode.
Bye.
Bye, guys.